Alright folks, I'm here at the archery range with the Barnett Ghost 400 and I want to do some accuracy testing and just generally set the scope if it needs to be zeroed. During the first test it seemed reasonably, in fact it seemed pretty close to zero, so I may not have to do much, but we'll see. Safe. So this crossbow here, as opposed to some other models I've seen, does not set itself to safe automatically as you cock it, so you have to do that manually. But once it's set to safe, you can't actually switch it off unless there is a bolt in there. Okay, safety off. And let's see where it goes. Okay, that was a bit low and left. Let's see if that is a general tendency. So the distance right now is about 22 yards or meters. The target is set up at the 18-yard line, but I'm a little in front of the line to set things up at the table here. No worries, there's nobody else at the range right now, so it's all safe. Okay, still gotta get used to the rope cocker. Let's see where this one goes. Just gotta make sure it's all the way seated, and you can't flick off the safety anyway when the bolt is not fully seated, so that's good. Wouldn't want an accidental dry fire. Okay, a little further up and right without adjusting the scope. I'm just gonna make sure that I have the same points on all of these, because otherwise that would of course throw off the consistency. There we go. Would be nice if I could just sit here and cock it like this, but that's not going to happen. Power comes at the price of convenience, I suppose. It's the case for medieval crossbows as well. The hand-cocked ones just aren't that powerful. Right. I was very careful when releasing the rope cocker, because if it's not fully set, like if the trigger is not set, then and you release it, that can cause a dry fire, and we don't want that now, do we? Okay, so we've got two bolts pretty close to one another. It's really two twin groups. These two are also fairly close. Still a little bit up and right either case. How much, I'll have to see. Fortunately, these are nice and easy to remove out of this particular target. By the way, since people always ask about anything they see, the hat is not a fashion accessory. I just need it against the sun because my skin is really sun sensitive. I'm not a full ginger, but I might as well be one because of how quickly I burn. So I do need this, and it's quite sunny today, as you can most certainly tell. There's always somebody who asks some weird question about something that should be self-evident, but then again, it's self-evident to me because I know what I'm doing, or I know the reasons for the things I'm doing. Anyway, just a bit of a side ramble. Okay, there it goes. There's a distinct click when you set the arrow, so that the safety can be flicked off at that point. Oh yeah, I actually should adjust a little bit here. That's pretty close. I'm just gonna do the next one before I adjust. I might just shoot 3 or so. If you're wondering about recoil, there is no actual recoil, at least if you mean by recoil firearm style, where it goes straight back into you. It actually goes forward, which is still, you know, it still feels like recoil, even though it goes in the opposite direction. And it can cause some flinchiness if you have a tendency towards that, which unfortunately I do. I've tried to get rid of that, but how do you get rid of a reflex? I mean, yeah, you keep doing the same thing and try to suppress it, but I haven't been very successful at that so far. Some people just naturally tend more towards blinking and flinching and such than others. Of course, it has an impact on accuracy. That's not ideal. A little confused as to why there is a finger guard here on the grip right there to protect the fingers from the string. I mean, if you have your wits about you, for one, you're not going to put your fingers that close to the string, but even if there's a moment of distraction or whatever, I don't even know who has long enough fingers to wrap far enough around the stock and then still get the fingers high enough for them to be endangered by the string. You know what? I'm just gonna adjust a little more to the right because I already know that it still seems to be shooting left. Let me know what you think about this style of video where it's kind of a little more informal, so to speak, and a bit more talking, less cutting, well, less editing, I should say, jump cuts and stuff. Personally, I do like that. Do like to see or hear people's thoughts, if I can see thoughts on something, but it's kind of nice to hear people's thoughts while they're testing a thing, as opposed to just seeing the thing being tested. But your mileage may vary. Your zero may vary. Okay. Can't see from here, so I guess that's pretty close. Oh no, I did it. Damn. Well, I'm both happy and sad to say that I did the Robin Hood shot. I wish I had that on slow-mo footage. Look at that. It's right, and in fact it's almost perfectly centered even. Well, that's one crossbow bolt busted. Oh, and it's stuck in there real good. I may need pliers to get it out. It looks cool, but I really don't want it because bolts are not super cheap. Yeah. Zero is definitely pretty close now. That's how it goes. Modern crossbows are pretty accurate. I mean, this is not a far distance by any means. Okay, let's try the first person view. Time to go pro, yo. Okay, it's probably not the greatest perspective because of the big ass scope in the way, but maybe it is interesting anyway. So I'm not willing anymore to shoot too many bolts at a time. In fact, I'm not even sure if I want to shoot more than one at a time. It's not great for adjusting. Yeah, exactly. With things like this, if it's just off on this one shot, I don't know if I have to adjust or not because it's just that one shot. But I'd rather not split another bolt, which I'm sure you can understand. It's not fun times. I mean, it is kind of fun, but it's pricey fun. I don't even know how much of this I'm going to keep. I might even do two versions of it, one rambly long one and a short and sweet one. Yeah, wait a moment. Where is it? Huh? Hello? Where is it? Did it go all the way through? Yes, it did. Well, that's impressive. That was again a bit left. Okay, I can just about grasp it. Man, these things are powerful. Shouldn't be surprised, but that's a lot of power, especially when comparing it to the medieval crossbow. It's just the long draw makes a major difference, and of course, being a compound, it also gets some additional speed, and it's all about the speed. So looks like I'll have to adjust a little more. So we want right. Okay then. I just want to put the bolt in my mouth for ease of handling things, but of course then I can't talk very well now, can I? Although that might be entertaining. If I try to talk like this, I don't know if you can understand what I'm saying. I like to goof off sometimes. Okay. And I forgot again to look down some more. Oh well. Next time. Yeah, this definitely has to be a special edition, because for the regular upload this is way too rambly. It's just kind of stupid. But maybe not. I will let you folks decide what you think. I mean, there's going to be some editing regardless, because there are just moments where I just do something without talking anything interesting. Well, I'm not claiming that what I'm saying right now is interesting, but you know what I mean. There we go. That's pretty close. Just a tad low, but then again before that it was a little high, so that seems reasonable. Just gonna see how it goes from here. Bolt twirlies, because I don't have anything better to do while walking back to the crossbow. Okay then, let's cock it again. Hey, YouTube, this is still family friendly even though I said cock. There's nothing bad about this word, you know? It can also refer to a rooster, in case you didn't know. So don't flag this as not family friendly just because of that. I can say cock as much as I want, and there's nothing you can do about it. Damn it. Okay, this time I remember. I don't know if that's far enough down, but you'll see, or rather you already saw. Safety. Sweet little click. Okay. I'm still amused that this happened already. Dude, why? Why are you so accurate? I mean, well, bench resting, no wonder. If I had done this, you know, while holding it freehand, standing, that would be real impressive. And I could claim it was all intentional, haha. I'm a master archer. I don't even know if you can call yourself an archer if you use a crossbow. You're a crossbowman, but whatever. Rambles. Okay, that one is also a tad low. So I think that's established. So I can adjust a little bit up. This is a really pretty day. It's too sunny for, you know, by my standards, for my fair elven skin or whatever. I usually see myself as more of a dwarf, if anything, but half orc sometimes. But yeah, my skin certainly is a little bit drow-like. Well, depends on which drow. There's the very dark-skinned drow, and then there's the really light-skinned. But I think the light-skinned ones are usually more the high elves, aren't they? Yeah, this is definitely special edition Rambles. Ain't nobody got time for that, right? Well, apparently you do, because you're still listening. Unless you've just skipped ahead and ended up at this spot. And if so, I'm sorry. My condolences. It's pretty fun though, just to shoot this crossbow while just shooting the breeze as well. Is the microphone still? Yeah, should be okay. I never know. Sometimes I record like an hour or so of audio and then I come back home and it's all ruined for some reason. Okay, let's see how this perspective works out. And now I'm at between 35 and 40 meters. Okay, that's quite a bit lower. It's pretty well centered, but looks like I need to use the next circle. All right, so this is actually the first time I use a crossbow scope, so I have to see exactly how to set it. All right. Okay, now I've set up at about 60 meters, and I'm actually wearing earplugs right now. You may or may not know that these things get pretty loud, actually. It's easy to underestimate that, but crossbow shots, be it modern or medieval, are relatively loud and can cause hearing loss over time, gradually. It's not worth to take any risks. Okay, especially for nothing really. It's not like it's terribly inconvenient to use earplugs. Can't really see it through the scope. That felt pretty good. Time to take a look. Okay, so they are pretty low. Wait, what? Why is this camera off? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know why it turned itself off. It shouldn't have. Oh wait, you are low on battery, aren't you? Yes, I talked to my camera. Bugger off. That's what I do. Camera batteries are sneaky bastards. Now they may show you 2 or 3 bars of power left, and then 15 minutes later they shut off. Okay, tactical battery reload. I don't always drop my battery, but when I do, it's for entertainment. Okay, so Kara has just returned to the range from a grocery run and is going to give it a try as well. Oh, by the way.
What the? Honestly?
Yes, honestly.
Please tell me you have that on camera.
Yes, I do.
Good. That was a bit below.
Yeah, that's what I figured out, so I have to adjust it up. Either that or just aim higher. That's a decent group. Is it even on oh, come the fuck on. Why is the camera shut off again? You've got to be kidding me. Why? Why does it...
It might be too...
Overheating.
Yeah, it's right in the sun.
Shit. Yeah, it overheats.